Stop, Biscuit. Who's there? Who's there? Can you hear me? Live on YouTube. Stephanie, can you hear me? You can? You can see me too? Okay. It's not showing right. Biscuit. Biscuit. You're gonna have to get down, Biscuit. I'm gonna have to silence my audio. Hey now. Move. Get out of my lap.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Who's there?
It's me, Deja.
Oh, it's Clarice. How y'all doing?
I'm good. Can't complain.
Can y'all see me?
I'm on the phone call, so I can't see nobody.
Oh, okay. I guess I should have done phone call because Biscuit's all up in my lap. Deja, are you at the city hall or are you at home?
No, I'm at home.
Oh, okay.
Are you
Mindy
at home
told
too?
Yeah, I'm at home too. Mindy said that the meeting was going to be in person, but she was also going to do the Zoom link.
Yeah, it said 3 other people were on the call.
Well, who's that, Rick?
I think I heard him say something when we first answered.
Yeah, give us just a second, guys. We're having some technical difficulties, so I'm heading up there right now to change out the camera.
Okay.
Oh, well, we can do a phone call.
Yeah, they can always call in. I
Jeez.
can't see nothing anyway.
Does she really need the camera if I'm the only one that's on Zoom?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Or it don't even have to be Zoom. All we need to be able, we just need to be able to hear.
Mm-hmm. Can you call on her cell phone and tell her?
Yeah, let me text her. Or call, well, yeah, I can't call from this phone, but I'm a text her.
Come here, Biscuit. Let me take your clothes off. Take your collar off and take your t-shirt off. Come on, let's take your t-shirt off. Zoom, Biden and Trump both supposed to have a town hall meeting today at 6:30.
Really?
Yeah, both of them. Um,
On
the,
TV?
at the same time. Yeah,
Oh, I was upset.
yeah. They're not having a debate. They're having a town hall meeting separate.
Mm-hmm.
But still, I wanted to watch it. How long are the meetings usually lasting? Because 7.
Probably,
Probably.
it's probably gonna be about an hour, but we don't have much to discuss. Nothing new, just Halloween and Veterans Day. But they're still working on that video, and I was like, I'm not understanding because we don't need that.
Working on what video?
On getting the video to screen of the meeting.
Sorry. Yes, she is. She's been. Deja?
Okay.
It goes in and out.
Clary?
Yes, the video goes in and out, but I can hear y'all. Deja, can you hear?
Yes, ma'am.
She's blind.
A little bit.
Yeah, it's really bad. So she has complications.
I just did when she said Miss Clarice.
Mm-hmm.
Can you guys hear us okay?
Now we can hear you, Chief.
Yes.
Who are those other people there? I see Linda. I see Chief. I see Mr. Pink. My vision is kind of off, y'all, so I can't tell who those other folks are. Oh, I see Mandy.
A minute.
I'm here, Clary.
I see you, Mandy. I see Jeff.
Belle.
Okay.
Thank you.
See you on Tuesday.
Thank you.
Bye.
Sorry.
What a guy.
Feed the babies all.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and begin. So there will be a regular meeting held by the Everman Events Board on Thursday, October 15, 2020 at 6:30 via Zoom following the agenda. Some members of the events board may participate via telephone or video conference. The quorum may or may not be physically present in the city council at chambers. Citizens wishing to make comments should text or call 817-528-0697. Citizens' comments received prior to the meeting adjourned will be read to the board. To view this meeting on live stream due to the COVID-19, please refer to evermantext.us/city council live stream. And to make any comments for the citizens' comments, please text or call 817-528-0697 during the meeting. The time is now 6:42 and we're calling this meeting to order. We're going to go down to the consent agenda item, and right now there is none at this time. We're going to move on to discussion items. Discussion item number 1 is Halloween. Okay, so picking up on Halloween, Deja, you've done a really great job continuing to promote on Facebook the event for both the donation of the costumes and for the event itself. We have received about maybe 8 registration forms. So what I've done, I went ahead and I printed the flyer, and on the back of the flyer, I put down what the registration form looks like online, and I included the links on how to go onto the city website to click on it, or if you're just going to look at it via Google or just, the hyperlink, you could just type it in. And I made copies of this, and what I did today, I went over to the Seafood Grill restaurant, the Tamale Lady, and I let her know that her tamales were a huge success. We'd love for her to come back out and do tamales again this year. She said she is interested. She's going to get with her husband, and then they'll do the registration. After Seafood Grill, I went over to La Patrona Restaurants. I gave her the flyer. Also let her know if she wanted to register. I have my iPad. I could go ahead and register like right now. She was working at that time, so she said that she would do it later, but she said that she's very interested in it. So that's the contact at La Patrona. After La Patrona, and this is yesterday evening, so again, I was limited to what businesses were open at that time. After that, I went over to the Soda Pop store, and I spoke to the owners and gave them the information as well. They're very interested, and they said they will complete the registration as well. After Soda Pop, I went to Gold Diggers
Yes.
and I gave them a flyer and they were also interested. So once they fill out the registration form, then that'll be another one. And then after Gold Diggers, I went over to Taco Oasis. I'm not sure if they will or not because I know last time they were pending the purchase of a mobile unit, like a little cart type
Yeah.
for tacos. And so hopefully they've got that. So I'll have to contact the manager and see if what they're going to decide. So that's who I hit up. Okay. I know that we have it online, but sometimes I think they don't always see it. They don't always register. They don't always click on the links. I think we just need to go out and actively talk about it as well. And then today, Belle did some as well.
I did VIP insurance, and her husband's owns the barber shop next door. So she said she would talk with him. I said if they could, I told everybody if they couldn't set up a table, if they could please donate candy, and we would make some signs
Yeah.
that says candies were donated by their business.
Okay.
But I hit VIP both of their businesses. I hit Longoria's. David wasn't there, but I left it with the lady at the counter. I hit the liquor store. I hit Blessa's. I hit Extreme Insurance. Ray hit Everman Market last week, and Oscar's supposed to get back with him. So Ray needs to touch base with him. And I just happened to do a drive-by of Vicky and Lee Garza's house. He was outside. So he took a flyer and said, Vicky texted me not long afterwards and said they were interested.
Oh, yay.
So
Okay.
Well, I had messaged him the link. So I'll
Mhm.
message it to Vicky to make sure it gets done.
okay. I gave him the flyer. So
Okay, good.
but that's who all I've gotten.
So what I could do, I have extras here. If y'all want them. I know that you have friends that have businesses.
No,
No? Okay. Well,
I had one.
We had our meeting today and he just had filled out the form. So I told them if they didn't get it filled out, they could just fill it out.
Mhm.
Yeah, because they're not gonna be selling, they're just gonna be passing out stickers.
okay.
They're not selling anything, giving out stickers, maybe candy or something like that.
Okay.
So they are interested. But he said he hadn't filled it out. But he had printed it off.
Okay.
Is anybody doing any games? Or just passing out candy?
I think it's mostly just passing out candy.
We haven't heard from anybody from the
No.
schools,
Mm-mm.
Mr. King or anybody.
Mr. King won't be here. I know that. He told me
Okay.
that today. He's not gonna be here.
Okay.
They're going out to see their daughter in college. And I haven't heard from any other schools.
No, I haven't either. And I know Dan Powell's, well, I don't know what day they're doing it. They just sent out a notification that they're doing a drive-through trick or treat. The early learning school is. I don't know what day, so I'll have to go back and look at it. And then just ask them.
Hey, Stephanie, can I kind of chime in here for just a second? Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. I wanted to make sure to pass on to you guys, so and something to consider. We have seen in Tarrant County a significant spike in COVID cases over the last week and a half, 2 weeks. Dallas County has changed their status from green back to red, or I'm sorry, yellow back to red. Tarrant County is looking at following kind of the same guidelines, essentially. So something to just start considering is maybe the alternative that we originally planned, and just kind of keeping that in your back pocket of this having to be a drive-through event as well. And maybe start communicating with your vendors. I don't think we need to make that decision tonight. I think we should let the COVID stats continue to compile over the next week. But I would probably say no later than a week before the event. The events board is going to have to make a decision on whether or not to keep this an open event outdoors or to convert it to a drive-through style. I do also want to share with y'all that Fort Worth ISD is considering terminating their in-school physical presence status and going back to just virtual only. And I know that Everman ISD has traditionally kind of followed the path of what Fort Worth ISD is going to do. So I don't know what the future holds over the next couple of weeks as far as schools either. They may go back to virtual learning only in the next couple of weeks. It's just kind of hard to say right now, but definitely something to think about as we're getting, we're roughly 2.5 weeks away from the event.
Yes.
Actually about 2 weeks away from the event.
Good week.
So we're getting a little closer, and as we get closer, the numbers are going up. The concern I have is I don't know what Tarrant County is going to do tomorrow. It wouldn't surprise me if the numbers continue to spike, that Judge Glenn Whitley puts in more restrictions, and we start going back to how we were a month and a half, 2 months ago, as far as restrictions are concerned. So just kind of something to think about.
Sure. No, thank you. So one thing that I did do when I hit up those businesses yesterday, I did let them know, again, I don't know what's going to happen. So if we don't do this event to where people are going to be walking through, that we might consider doing a drive-through. But in the event that for whatever reason it needs to be canceled according to whatever restrictions, that's the reason why we're not taking payment until the day of the events. So I did communicate that information to them as well. I'll go ahead and I'll reach out to those who have registered already and just keep
Yeah,
them
I've already talked
updated
to
that
you.
it's subject to change. Yeah, absolutely.
And if we decide to do a drive-through event, then I would just kind of recommend that we utilize Race Street. We'll close down Race Street for the duration of the event for the 2 hours, and we'll allow traffic to travel northbound through all the vendors and everything to kind of still hand out candy and advertise their businesses and so forth. We're just going to have to make it a drive-through. But I think after talking with the assistant chief and how we would want the traffic to flow, we would want to allow the traffic to flow from the south up Race Street and then kind of have them exit out onto Bell or continue north on Wichita to leave. That way it's a nice single flow of traffic and we don't have any cross traffic interfering with it. And still be able to do the event. It would just be more of a drive-through style to make it safer for everybody.
Okay, sounds
That
good.
works.
I was gonna mention all that. Cause I thought because I was watching the news today and they was talking about Fort Worth going back to virtual.
Mhm.
Just like you follow whatever.
Fort Worth ISD does. Yeah. City Council did approve my fund request for the $600 for the train ride. The contact has already, it's the vendor that Everman ISD uses for their back to school program. They've already generated the invoice for me and it's not due until the 30th of October. So that's great because it gives us plenty of time to find out, are we gonna have to cancel this or do we go ahead and proceed with it? So right now it's at least reserved.
So there's
So
no,
they're charging you $600 and they're gonna make money off of each ride?
No. The cost of the train is $600 for 2 hours. We charged last year
at Christmas,
at
we charged
Christmas,
$1.
we charged the dollar per kid to ride the train. I was thinking this year because of COVID, the kids have been cooped in. That's just something the city gave, they're giving us the funds for it. I think it's something that we should do for free. Let the kids just really enjoy the train ride if we're even able to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So is there a
Okay.
penalty if we have to cancel him on such short notice?
No, because the restriction applies everywhere. I mean, he's not going to make business.
Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't want to pay. I think he was paid on the day of.
The day of the event.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, so they will have masks on the train. We're not going to put what 4 per part of that state.
If it's,
Put them.
if it was kids only, it was 4, but if a parent rode, then it was limited to the parent and then maybe 1 or 2 kids because of,
The state.
he has to keep the
Balance
train
it.
balanced out.
That's the vendor we used last year.
Yeah.
But this vendor here for
This train is
Everman
bigger.
is bigger. Yeah,
Oh, it's a
so
different
it's a
vendor?
different
Yeah.
vendor.
Okay.
Yep,
This one is larger.
It's bigger. Yes. It has more little trains
Okay,
attached, more carts, and bigger, wider space on it.
okay.
And it's
I
nice.
thought, and I think Ray did too,
That
that
it
it
was
was
the
the same.
No, I emailed it and I told them it was
Okay.
the one that Everman ISD used this year would be different.
Okay.
But they not gonna, the city won't come back on us if we don't charge really. Or did we didn't say anything about we was charging for
We
the
didn't say
train.
anything about charging for the train. We didn't agree.
Let them ride for free.
Yeah, I agree. Let them ride for free. They
we
deserve
have
it.
to vote
I mean,
on
if they can. I mean, if we could,
If we
Make
pull
it-
if we can
yeah.
make it in
if
person.
we're allowed to, then yeah, I think they should.
So do we have to vote on
Hold on a minute.
whether we're charging or not to ride the train?
Or we'll only vote if we want to charge?
I would think so because of.
You can have to vote on it.
So does that mean that I need to put that under
It's under,
consideration of possible actions? Okay.
So should I mention a free train ride?
No,
No, oh, we gotta vote on it.
yep, not yet.
Oh, okay.
That'll be voted on the next meeting before the event.
Okay.
29th, right?
Yes.
Yes.
What else? What else do we see for Halloween?
Oh,
Jeff got the box for me. So tomorrow, Bill, do you think you could pick up the box for me before y'all go out of
It's over
town?
in this building.
It's in the annex building. It's a box so we could decorate for the costumes.
Oh, I don't know what time.
What time are
we're-
you leaving?
Probably early. 'Cause we're going north.
That was Biscuit. I'm sorry.
Aw.
That was my stomach.
If you leave the box here in the mayor's office, then we
Sure.
can pick it up in the evening.
Okay. It's
Okay.
about.
We'll make sure.
about that
That's
tall,
fine.
about
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
it's for high school. What size?
Pardon me, ma'am?
What size is the
What
box?
size is the box?
It's about this tall and about that square around. It's pretty big, nice big box.
I won't fit in my car.
It'll fit in Ray's truck, so.
I didn't know how big.
gonna
this
have my
would be. I
radio
wanted to
for
make sure we got some.
Jeff, is that the box from Aldi's?
No,
That was a box
No.
that you, was on. And,
Yeah, we had a big one here.
yeah,
Oh,
I
okay.
thought since it's here, I might as well use that.
Okay.
Make
so
that
yeah, if you could
down.
just bring it here tomorrow and Belle could pick it up and
Sure.
I'll take it home over the weekend, decorate it, and then station and take a picture of it and then send it to Deja to post on Facebook of the box that's there for donations.
Should I
Have
just
we had
drop it
any
off at someone's
donations of
house
costumes?
Instead of having to come up here, can I just drop it in the backyard or something like that, or?
You can toss it in
do
my
we have to
yard.
come all over?
You can toss it in my yard. No
Okay.
one's gonna take it in box. I don't have any more pets.
Have anyone know if we have any donations yet of costumes yet?
No, if we did, I'm pretty sure the police department would have been calling Mindy like, hey, we got some costumes over here. What's going on?
Yeah, I don't think so, but. Work.
Yeah, nothing yet. Anything else on Halloween?
Yes, I had talked to, since we was looking for the petting zoo, I talked to
Oh, good.
the chambers.
Yes.
And they said they used to do stuff like that, but they don't anymore. And because they sell their animals, they can't bring them out for petting zoo anymore.
Okay.
And he said the one company people that he knew that did, they stopped doing it.
Mm,
And I was like, can you keep thinking? He goes, I would love to help. He said, but we can't do
I'm just gonna buy a goat.
it. So that was out.
Okay. Oh, man. And I tried to look for different vendors and they're all booked. They're all booked. At least for now, they're on standby.
Oh, so that was what I did.
Well, has there been any more information? Is the chief still on about the animals getting COVID and transmitting it?
I'm still here. Just pardon my kids if you hear them in the background. No,
That's okay.
there's been no information to support, or no data to support animals passing forward the virus.
Okay.
You still have coach for the DJ? If you-
Yes, we still have coach for the DJ.
And what about, is it too late to get a couple of bounce houses?
No. Now,
Can they do it?
I
So-
would advise against the bounce houses only because they're considered frequently touched objects.
Okay.
and then they're enclosed and
Oh, okay.
Watching each other run.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just,
I did reserve some overhead lights that
Yes.
go behind with the generator.
Thank
for
you.
picking
Do
up
those have
Friday.
outlets to them? Do you know?
I can check and see. I don't know. I was just looking for the lights themselves.
No, yeah,
This is a
yeah,
generator
absolutely.
that's
Thank you so
attached to the
much.
light.
Yeah,
mhm.
okay, perfect. I was just curious.
Okay, I'll check tomorrow.
Okay, it doesn't matter, but yeah, as long as we got the lights, thank you. I appreciate that.
I think that's it. I mean, it's really just gonna depend on COVID, what they come out with.
Mhm.
And then we have to make our changes.
You have a feeling?
And so our next meeting on this is gonna be the 29th.
October the
October
29th.
29th, which is the Thursday before
Mhm.
Will that-
Halloween.
will that be in time to get everybody word that we haven't changed it?
If it changes, that's what I'm gonna have to set time aside. I'm gonna have to focus. I'm gonna have to update everybody.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else on Halloween, anybody? Before we move on?
No?
All right.
Okay, perfect. So moving on to the next item. Veterans Day. I didn't bring my notes from the last one. So Veterans Day, we have the date,
November the 7th.
November the 7th.
Do you think this is still gonna be okay?
I mean, again, it depends on what restrictions are going to be put in ordinance. I don't know. We'll just have to. So for now, we've all voted. We have a date. We have a time. We have not reserved any food or reached out to any food vendor yet.
So,
We did talk about, I think we talked to Deja about getting her the realtor mortgage company. Is that what it was?
Oh,
The
yeah. The mortgage lender. Mm-hmm.
Yes, to donate funds to be able to purchase foods and something more affordable. So we did talk about Taco Cabana and then just buying like the fruits and some pastries. Starbucks is really good about donating coffee.
yeah.
So we have all of that in place. But again, it just depends on restrictions.
Oh, and I did talk, haven't got in touch with the band director yet, but I feel like I'm gonna try again tomorrow because you can't go into the school on someone they letting in the schools are employees and students. So I've been to call and to email them. So Mr. King told me to call them and email them again. And if I don't get in touch, I'm to call Mr. King. If I don't hear back from in a couple of days.
Call him and email him. He's in this.
Cause I've called them like 3 times and I've left it on the band hall phone and left messages with the front office for them to put in his box. I haven't heard back.
Should we go ahead and just create the flyer and just share it and say this event is pending? May or may not happen according to COVID
We could go ahead
restrictions.
and do the flyer,
As long as we
get the-
communicate that it's subject to change again.
yeah, and put
think we'll be
that on
fine.
the flyer,
Yeah.
subject to change. If we put that wording on the bottom of the flyer,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Deja, can you work on that?
Yes, and we're getting the food from Taco Cabana and Starbucks.
Starbucks coffee.
Is that free? The Starbucks is free?
Starbucks coffee,
Starbucks,
they donate.
they donate.
As long as
Okay.
as long as we give them advance notice, they're really good and easy about that.
So the only thing that he would need to buy is the Taco Cabana?
Mhm. I mean, let's we'll chop it up. I'll do it.
So Taco Cabana is not donating, they're actually
We're purchasing.
purchasing
Yes.
first from them.
Will they give you a discount?
We could ask. We could. Who wants to ask? Who wants to inquire?
What are we asking?
if they're willing to give a discount or donate,
So how much,
one or the other.
what are
Oh,
we, buying?
Taco Cabana?
Breakfast tacos.
How many?
Okay, which location is it?
So you can get dozens.
They do their little mini breakfast tacos, and you get like beans and cheese or egg and chorizo and
You just do the mixed dozen.
mhm. They're
I
the
mean, I
little
do that all the
street
time.
tacos. I don't know how much they are. We get them at work and somebody buys them. So
Yeah.
They gonna know how many you want to buy. Probably the quantity.
we had what about? I don't remember how many people we had there last year. About 20 total.
Total, about 20.
Yeah.
It was about 20.
So if you say 2 per person plus the fruit and pastries, we're probably 2 or 3 dozen.
4 dozen.
Or
I would
maybe
do 4 dozen.
4 dozen.
I'd rather have leftover than
So it's the one right up here for Felix.
we could do that or the one in Burleson on Renfro. I mean, Osbury.
Which one do y'all go to most of the time?
I go to the one where I'm not gonna get robbed at.
They rob you for the tacos?
They're hungry.
One in Burleson. Okay.
Where's the other one at?
On Seminary, on the corner of Seminary.
Past Felix. I will get in touch with them.
Years ago.
That's
Burleson is safe.
I went, this guy was trying to come up to me for money and I'm like, nope, roll my window up because
Have the chief take you in a squad car.
you're not trying to go work and arrest people.
Police car.
Chief,
I will get in touch with them.
Okay, thank you. So Mrs. Hill is going to reach out to Taco Cabana.
did she need to go in a squad car?
No, I don't think I have to go in the squad car.
And I still have tablecloths and plates and forks.
I have those plates I need to give you too. They're to-go boxes.
You know what? Anything that you have, you could just bring it to the city. And then Jeff could come and pick it up and take it to our closet because I no longer have access to it because it's double locks. So Jeff, aren't you lucky?
That's right, I had some keys made. Now I remember.
Now you remember why you had the keys made.
Well, if you want to drop it off, whatever I can do. to
We could
help,
drop it
I'm
off.
glad.
We could drop it off. Just drop it off over when Jeff is
It's
there.
packed in our garage. I'll just. Good day, telling me that.
Oh, good.
Well, one day
Can we schedule a day to just go in there and
if
fill up what we
Ray
have?
can get access to the keys, then we can let ourselves in and you don't have to stay or.
Mindy's got a, didn't I give you a key to that closet? Give you a key?
Well, I have a key to the closet,
No, we have. a key
but
to
the
big
door,
one,
the big
too.
one,
I
the big
gave-
door to get it. Okay.
Yeah, I gave you a key, should be a key there. Keys made.
Okay,
You
then
may
we
not
can
have
do it
been
after
in
hours. You
there,
don't have to mess.
Yeah, 'cause
Bother
that's what my
Jeff.
that's what my thing is. By the time I get off of work,
That's it.
might be the main one. I don't know.
So none of the police officers have access to that building, so if you need to get in there after hours, we can get you in there. That's not a problem. Jeff doesn't have to come up after hours to do that. We can get you in.
okay, thank you. That's so sad.
Okay. So we have Starbucks coffee, Taco Cabana. We want to do fruit tray and what else? Okay, and maybe some orange to go with the.
And some milk.
Okay, orange juice, milk. I think we still have cups left. Starbucks
Okay, they-
provides,
Starbucks provides cups too.
and the
Mhm.
stir sticks and
Everything.
the cream sugar and all that. Okay. Okay.
Pardon me, it's on the 7th. What time did y'all
8 to 11.
make sure we get?
All right. I think
That's it.
that's everything.
Anything
all
else,
that's good.
anybody for veterans?
All going to depend on what happens in the next couple of
Yeah,
weeks.
Is it gonna be at the annex, right?
Is that
Yes,
right?
it's at the
That's what we
annex.
have done.
No.
We gonna have this.
Or May, you're saying you're having trouble getting a hold of someone at school?
Yeah,
To contact someone?
the band director.
I don't know if this will, not, but I can call one of the guys that does maintenance out there, maybe can. Brown, matter of
got
fact, he
Mr.
may
King
be able
on
to
our
help
side.
get you in touch with him.
I'll get in touch with him. I get,
She will get a call back.
I'll get a call back.
I want to be a fly on the wall. with that. Okay, anything else for Veterans Day?
I think we're good.
I don't think. Oh, what about the trumpet player?
That's what Mrs. Hill is gonna work on. That's what she's trying to get with Mr. King if she doesn't get a response back.
Okay, oopsie.
We
I'm
may,
doing
we
too
also
many things
may
at
have
once.
one- we may also have one available too, if you need one.
Oh.
Hmm?
Who?
She,
I know. Hidden talent. She plays
No,
with-
not me. You don't want me playing it. I can assure you that. But we have a gentleman who does it for us. He did it for us at our September 11th ceremony. He
Oh.
could probably do it for us for this as well.
Mm.
Great, okay. Perfect. Anything else?
I think that's it.
Okay. So moving on to new business, consideration of possible action item is going to be a vote on whether we're going to charge or not for the train for the Halloween event, and that will be scheduled to be voted on the next meeting for 10/29/20. And do we have any citizens' comments? Nope. No citizen comment. Unfinished business.
Yes. We
Go
got
ahead.
some citizen comments.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
do. Did everybody vote?
Okay, we're sticking to the agenda for voting for what? Vote.
Oh,
Oh,
Okay,
we're talking
Oh.
about charging for the train. I'm talking about vote in the major election.
Okay, well, we're sticking to the agenda for now.
Oh, I thought you were opening it up. I'm sorry.
Citizen comment.
No, we're sticking to the agenda, voting for the train for the next meeting. So
Okay.
that, right now, unfinished business. We have none. So 7, setting alternate meeting date. Again, that's scheduled for October the 29th at 6:30. It'll be the same, those who want to come in person, if we're still able to by then. If not, then via Zoom. And then again, if anything changes, I guess, Mindy, will you have to communicate to the whole board itself?
Yeah.
Okay,
y'all
you
know.
would just communicate, yeah, and then I'll just reach out to vendors if needed, if there's any changes.
okay.
Okay. Perfect, thank you. All right, well, thank you, everybody, for coming. The time is now 7:13 PM and this meeting is adjourned.
All right, y'all, be safe.
Bye, thank you.
Be careful. be
Hey,
safe.
y'all go vote.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Go vote.